Do you have any funny or embarrassing stories related to misunderstanding someone?
Yes, misunderstanding and being misunderstood. Several. Some I don't think I would like to tell you about, but I'll tell you one. I was a student at the University of Michigan in the United States, and my phonetics professor was very handsome, and therefore I did extremely well. Not in all subjects, but it was worth studying that one. But I remember my first tutorial when he said, "See you later," and I thought, interesting, where? And in class he'd said, I'd asked a question and he'd said, "Interesting question." So I thought, great, he thinks I'm clever, and maybe he thinks I'm interesting to meet somewhere else. But I couldn't understand how I was going to find out where or when. I luckily didn't ask. It would have been very embarrassing.
Is there anything you still find difficult about English?
Yes, I think that there are things that have especially to do with cultural aspects. I used to find when my children were little that I didn't know the same nursery rhymes that you know here. I didn't know the actions. And I still don't know lots of things. I don't know, to give you an example, say I had learnt American English, but I still didn't know who the Simpsons were.
Do you have any funny or embarrassing stories related to misunderstanding someone?
Hungarians aren't generally interested in bird watching, and most Hungarians I know can't tell one bird from another. And recently a friend of mine told me about seeing some kites over the fields near their house the previous weekend. And I said that flying kites is really popular in Budapest too, meaning that people go into the hills at the weekend to fly their homemade paper kites. It never occurred to me for a second that she may be talking about a bird. I don't think a Hungarian would ever tell someone else about seeing some birds several days before.
Is there anything you still find difficult about English?
Not really. I've been learning English for 26 years. If I had to say anything, I would say counting numbers. If I have to count anything, I have to switch back to Hungarian, even if the person I'm speaking to will need the English sum.